Hello and welcome everyone in YouTube. This is Variety Stick, and today's video, as you guys requested in a comment that you want to see a full game review on the LG Q7. So without any further ado, let's find out more about the gaming performance on the LG Q7. So let's find out. Now, before we begin, let me show you what games I have chosen for this review. First game, we're going to start with Street Racing 3D, and we have Tekken, and we have Cover Fire, and we have No Need for Speed, No Limits. But before we do this, I want to just pay your attention. This phone has 64 gigabytes internal memory. This will help a lot for people who want to download a lot of games, which is a great advantage this phone has. The second advantage, also to enhance the performance for the games, this phone also has 4 gigabyte of RAM. Now the processor this phone rocking, let me go ahead and show you. It will be a Snapdragon 450 with a speed for the processor 1.8 gigahertz, and we have the GPU Adreno. It will be 506. As well as I want to play every game, and we're trying to keep it in RAM to see after we finish the game's review. We'll see if these games stay on the RAM, so that way also we can check the RAM performance for the phone. And let's begin with the 3D Street Racing over here, and here is the game. I want to try to play it and look to the frame, the processing for the image, the performance, plus the graphics. And as you guys can see, this game doesn't have the best graphics ever I have seen on the phone, but playing these games, it was very nice. The performance was great. I haven't noticed no lagness, no problems whatsoever. Also because the 64 gigabyte of RAM or room in this phone helps a lot. So this was the first game. I was like having no problem whatsoever playing this game. So let's go ahead and move for another one. Now the second game, it will be Tekken, and Tekken, it's a fighting game. It has a great graphics, and this game has a lot of movements. And there is so much motion in this game. This also will show us if the frame gonna drop or is gonna stay smooth. So let's go ahead and play Tekken. And you guys gotta excuse me, I don't know how to play this game. The whole purpose of this video to look to the performance of the GPU and the processor. As you guys can see, I mean, you can tell that this phone doesn't have any drop frames, and everything was great, highest performance. So far, so good for the LG Q7. So now let's go ahead move for another game. Now we're gonna test the Cover Fire. It's a shooting game, and the graphics is also so high. So we have so much good graphics over here. And as you guys can see, let's go ahead and start kill these people over here and focus on the performance itself. From the moving for over here, as you guys can see, trying to see when this man move, see how everything nice and clean. So the frame is so good, and I can see also the graphics in this game also is so high. I mean, so far the phone is show us, it looks like this is a gaming phone. It has very great performance, but we're gonna also like higher the level of the games up and go for the next one. The last one we have for today, it will be Need for Speed No Limits. And as you guys can see, this game has lots of high graphics, as you guys can see, and so much also traffic, as you guys can see. But look to the frame, or look how smooth that game is when we are playing now. So everything seems to me also fine. I haven't noticed any frame drops. Everything's nice and smooth, and the graphics on the highest graphics. Yes, what a great performance for the LG Q7 for gaming. Now we also want to check, because all these games is still on the RAM, so we want to see how this 4 GB of RAM handle. So the last game I played, it was Need for Speed No Limits. Let me go ahead for the first game I started with, which is Street Racing 3D, and see what happened. The game still on the RAM. That is something great. So let's go ahead and try to move for the Tekken also, where we left the game. And let's see, okay, let's see, Cover Fire, also where I left the game. Wow, this phone has very great performance so far. And the last game will be Need for Speed. Let me go ahead and see if it's where we left it. As you guys can see, it's still, it's paused. I can resume and play the game with no problem whatsoever. I have 4 big games on RAM, and the phone's still holding everything in place. Now, after playing all these games, I want to look into the phone just to see. It's kind of a little bit warm, so there is no overheat problems or whatsoever. The phone didn't freeze, didn't give me any problems. Everything's smooth and fine so far, at least for the time I'm doing this video. Guys, stay tuned for full review. It will be soon on the channel. Thank you so much everyone for watching. As always, leave a thumbs up, good comment, and hit the bell to be notified, and I will talk to you in my next one.